week-long road trip in his rivalry. First pitch, Jackson Merrill swings away. And no rest for the Mariners, landing last night after B.
Right.
Misses.
And you try and point to
their slash line is among one of the worst in baseball this year, as this goes down towards the corner and slices. But it happened sometime after Sunday. Good start for Emerson.
That's where that damage was done early.
And Tatis into shallow center, and Julio comes in and makes the catch. Chopping ball over to J.P. Crawford. Emerson Hancock, a very smooth top of the first. Under
right on that pitch, be on the attack. A lot more with that.
Robinson Day between the Mariners and the Padres, between Hancock and Vasquez. He goes down swinging 90. Don't hit it to right. Julio looks in a strike. 1-1 to Julio. Here. As the count evens for the third most home runs in baseball this month. Rolled over to Machado at third base. He whips a toss over to first.
Being aggressive on some secondary pitches. Catching that ball out in front, drop.
League average, which is quite the jump. This finds a leap from Song over at second base. Improvement on multiple fronts from Emerson Hancock this year.
Around the plate. I mean, he had that sweeper too coming out of spring training zone.
We really saw that sweeper blossom when he moved to the bullpen. His career, that pitch really came out when he was pitching in relief, and now he's been able to carry.
At the end of the season, it was against the Dodgers and his career.
Line into center field off the lefty bat of Gavin Sheets. First hit early on tonight for San Diego.
Talk about there's some variation.
But for Hancock, the velocity is there. Obviously,
top of the strike zone with that four seam.
Line over Donovan into left field. Randy takes it there. A couple of singles to begin the second. They have not performed like a lineup that has that good a contact. Line right to JP. Inside out swing, and he serves it into right field. The Padres have him loaded up.
Ball middle of the plate.
Here's a ground ball that finds JP. A race to second, on to first base for the double play. As he bends out of the way. Oh. Both ranking near the tops in baseball. 1-1. In the air out to center. Merrill drifting just a little bit, and he's there to make the catch. Hyphen.
Oh yeah, can't wait. I mean, still, next day it's rainy, cold, and you guys.
Farmer's Almanac for Christmas. All that person who writes that book needs to do if they're looking at the weather in Seattle, just look at the Mariners schedule.
Yeah, this is great, and then boom, nope.
JP slugs this out to center field. Merrill is near the wall, and he makes the catch. Vasquez nothing to two. He's ahead 0-2.
You see that hitter creeping up 90.
Rolled over, foul. 0-2 again. Does he go? Yes, he does.
Hancock, you see that velocity start to get up there. 96, 97.
Here, the fastball's played up. The sweeper is there.
Look, check out the iPad. Check out the TrackMan. This is going to profile. You know, it's in your face. You know exactly the fact that you can fill up to get. Starts to get up there, where he loses that feel of that. Is that mum and dad? Like,
it was very funny.
I mean, are they texting him saying, "Hey, by the way, there's
3-2." Oh, he put him away. 23rd highest strikeout rate. It's the largest increase by any team. Jump throw, and Naylor on the receiving end.
Exclusive college night offer. Students can snag Mariners 29th. Get here early for a special pregame Hats in the Pen. Aaron, back to you, my friend.
It seems like a very studious group out there. They could use a break. As Ken Zone. backs him up for ball one. Pulled sharply, foul. Machado out. Bogart's calling for this one. Wow, that. Yeah. It could be. In fact, they made it sound like the MRI was the imaging.
This guy on this roster to try and slow play and make sure he's 100% healthy, right? Watching him go down in that on that play.
Strike three called, and let's see. I could see Hyphen with a little fist pump on the mound if you got. Donovan skies this deep center field. Merrill at the track and now comes in to make the catch. Exclusivities apply. Mariners.tv to start streaming. And you look at Machado last year compared to this year, among other things.
Yeah, he's really struggled. Fastball.
This is out to right field on a fastball, but caught by Raley, 1 away. Merrill, Tatis, and Machado would have combined for 10. Pulled down the line and into the crowd, out of play. Foul ball, 2.
Back to the cutter. Difference for him.
He's a guy that can really cover outside the play on a 3-2. Another foul ball.
Yeah, a little late on that heater.
Oh, there's one of them.
There it is.
And that is
command back. And look at the velocity.
Oh, 2. Julio angling to his left, nearing the warning track, and he makes the catch on the track. Bogarts flies out, 2 down. In terms of not overcooking a pitch?
Yeah, because, and again, you get the ball far back to that Fred Meyer sign behind.
Jammed him, fouls it back, 96, 0-2. 0-2. It's low, Sheets. Awkward looking swing, fouls it. The 4th inning. 1-2. Line over JP's glove into left field. Sheets is on his way home to score as this finds the wall and splits the gap. And Duhar, a 2-out RB.
Athletics. AL West.
Last time the Mariners saw the Padres, Laureano was. Swing and a miss. He blows a going through the order for the 2nd time.
I think he did this offseason was work with Hugh Darvish, who is on the restricted list but had a big hand with Vasquez in regards to a ton of swing and miss. A lot of chase out of the strike zone.
I would say the Padres are not planning on having him pitch for San Diego. He's almost 40 years old and coming off of elbow surgery this offseason. Notable.
Yeah, right. I mean, especially Joe Musgrove too. He was
up of the 4th inning. It's for Naylor on this Salute to Armed Forces weekend. Merrill's calling for this, and Mariners have just 1 hit. That was a Canzone single. He was stranded at first base. Vasquez pitching much better today than he did against the Mariners. With the Sox, with the gloves. 2-2. Flicks this into left field for a base hit. 2 outs.
Yes, he did go with the desert camo, and I think he's pulling it off.
as he tipped in the events. Not to mention the fact we know. I mean, the F.
Randy gets back. Randy taking second base to throw. He a headlong slide, and Randy is 3-1. It hit him. Strike one. On an 0-2. Here it comes to JP. Another 1-2. Good take. Popped up. Machado calling for this, going up the line into left, and the Mariners strand 2.
I mean, I don't know. We talking, the Alaska cruise, or we went on a cruise when I was a kid. I barely remember it. It was called the Alexander Pushkin.
Into the broadcast more often. Now, if I were to use the Pushkin,
exactly. That's whatever. Yeah.
Still 3-2. Song lead 3-2. Another foul ball. Just over Emerson. Donovan on the run, and it's wide. They call him out. A song taken off as his pitch is fouled away. Ball. On the ground, JP, little flip, Young on to first base in a double play. The second one.
And that cutter, that second at bat, you can just tell how behind, how tight he is.
2.
Top of the zone right here.
It was a fastball.
It up like that.
Well, he does exactly that.
He actually told me that he didn't face a righty. Changeup. Well, he's added something new. He's got 2 different, because bad things happen when he was leaving it on the baseball. He was losing his spin up and away, and then that spike slider with more of that downward movement.
Nevertheless, I mean, Matt Brash coming. We weren't quite sure what was going on with that lat, but that is a massive sign. Said shoulders feeling good. Threw off the mound, I believe.
They were able to get Ferrer back today. Young out to the gap in right center field, and this finds the base of the wall. Extra bases, Cole Young. He stands up at second with a double. Line drive, left field, and Laureano slides, tumbles, and he makes the catch.
I guess too, yeah. I mean, yeah, as that ball was hit.
Donovan handles this. Here's Machado. 0-2. Julio is there, coasting.
Emerson, Hancock. Little fastballs middle of the plate.
Golfed into the corner. This is down the line and foul. Blows him away. 96 ups things off. Donovan in the air, deep out to center field. Merrill in front of the track, and Donovan flies out.
Lucky fan's going to rock up. I'm going to take the last one from him. Doing my Pilates over the
On the ground, backhand Bogarts. Strong throw.
Bullpen's been the backhand for this to warm up.
Yeah, Morahone is like the 1-1. This is one of the left was Miller. On the ground and a base hit. 2-out single to keep the line moving. Here. Go ahead run at the plate, Randy. And misses high. Now Stammen is well aware of 2-0. That's in there for a strike. A throw and a little wide. And then a 2-1. Evens the count. That was right over the plate. Ground ball. And that might have gone right through his legs. Picked up at second base by Song.
Able to barrel that ball up in the left field. But a lot of hard contact against Emerson Hancock. 6 innings. And bouncing back nicely too, right? Start for Emerson Hancock, still essentially under a microscope here as they have to make some decisions coming up in these next couple of weeks.
Donovan really limited the walks. Another ground ball. This one's got some eyes on it. And Duhart. That's sweep. And Duhart taken off. This pitch is laced into left field. And Duhart makes the turn into third. And starting with the pick. Song squares to bunt and bunts it back. Fat. 0-2.
It's right here.
On the ground, Naylor has it, and now a race over to first base. He gets there for the out, but a run does score. Laureano into second on the play. Strike one for Naylor chasing after this one out of the track and out of room on the other side of the. Weekly cued, and he'll do exactly that. Retires the side. A man left, a run. Outside ball one. That's very close.
Here. Again, it's not like
2-1.
Because usually you're going to come in and leverage situation.
Good take.
Yeah, it was that.
Will bat. He will pinch it for Canzone. Ball 4. It takes 99. Up. Pops this up. Song at second. He's underneath it. 1 out. Another 0-2. Inside.
Especially with that kind of.
He got him. Filthy change. This chops over to first base. Sheets has it. Morahone spins a scoreless.
Saves thrown in there. Oh, especially.
Liner right there to J.P. Crawford.
Yeah, from a health. Misses here in the bullpen.
Strike one. 0-2.
Now.
Julio cutting across into the gap, and he flags this down. 2 out. Machado takes off the plate for ball 1. The 2-0. Padre. 2-2. For MVP. 2 strikes. And he got him. 98-mile-an-hour fastball. Ferrer. Johnny Parade to the first to face the new pitch.
That funky delivery.
Yeah, what do you make of that?
Yeah.
It's like.
It's a tough look. Cutting out that arm path.
Strike 3 called on the call. Donovan. Top of the order for the Mariners. Is your best
laid back position. But a lot of that is because, you know, you want to get that
high fly ball down the line by the foul pole in right field, but a foul ball at the distance. Little inside out one hopper snared on one knee. Bogarts, and Sheets is off the bag. He had to go.
Sunday's a good example of that. A lot of these guys, either they come back from Tommy John guys or guys using plyo balls. Same thing. Using those weighted balls.
He takes and walks on 4 pitches. Outside. Naylor shaking his head. Fly ball high, deep gap, right center field. Merrill flags it down in front of the wall, and everybody has to retreat. Randy. He is taking for a strike. There is the 0-1. And Fermin with a great 1-1. 102 misses. Swing and a miss on the slider. Miller set up for any team. 2-2. Shattered bat and a little bloop. Bogarts, it flattens out on him, and everybody's safe. 1-0. In fact, he's only given up one home run since being acquired.
103 at the top of the zone.
Off the plate. 103 missing on a 2-1. 102. Good take up and away to Hunt. Miller going right. 3-2. Slider locked him up. That's exactly what happened. It was right over the plate.
And that's what essentially works against you. And you can see Connor Joe just buckle because, especially too, you have to keep. You're talking swing and miss. We showed what that slider was, swing and miss rate, 70 plus.
Alex Hoppe pitching in the ninth as Sheets serves a base hit into left. He's had a good night. Bogarts broken bat, soft ground ball. Crawford on to first, and it's thrown away. And with that, Johnson. Chopping foul, 0-2 to Andujar.
A couple times how to work that feature on the.
He flicks this. Oh, and it's caught on a leap by Cole Young. Here's Laureano. Infield remains in. Run prevention. This has popped up. Crawford retreating after playing in, and he's underneath it with two hands. 2 outs. Infield now at normal depth. Strike one. Fly ball deep right field trouble. Joe is on the track and he's got room. He makes the catch. Strike one to J.P. Crawford.
Outs.
Former 101 misses 2. 3-1. He walked him. Looked okay there. Off the plate, 2-2.
High five, be done with it, then guess what? You're going to get back out there. It's just tough.
Put him away. 101.
What he was in that 8th inning. See the commands just gotten right.
Young, base hit right field. Crawford is holding at second. 1 out, 2 up. Knee buckling slider strike. Not close on the slider. 0-2. Got him with another slider. Garver down on. Going after the first pitch. Just pulls it. The 0-1. Takes low at 102. Next pitch to Donovan. Check swing foul. He and the Mariners down 1-2. Runs in. 2-2. That's the ball game. Miller with a 4-out save, and the Mariners